I've got for you today the most cringeworthy, completely beta moment that any American president in the sort of modern era of audiovisual recording has experienced. Donald Trump was laughed at, not laughing with, but very clearly laughing at, by the entire room of world leaders at the United Nations General Assembly yesterday. Trump showed up and he tried the stuff that he says at rallies of supporters, but instead he was in a room full of world leaders, and it did not go over well. What's the phrase? It went over like a lead balloon. This video is so embarrassing that I almost, and the keyword is almost, I almost feel bad for the guy, but I don't, okay? And what Donald Trump did in the video I'm about to play for you is he tried to claim that he has accomplished more in his first 2 years as president of the United States than any other administration in American history, period, which is quite a big claim, right? You could say we're on track to do the things I said I would do, which of course would also not be true, or some way make it a less bold statement. It's a ridiculous claim as he made it, and the room made him know that it was ridiculous to the point of being literally laughable. Settle in for this, prepare yourselves. This is what it looks like to be a total beta on the world stage. If you're allergic to cringe, don't watch this. If there are kids in the room, get them out because this is really bad. Let's take a look.
Today I stand before the United Nations General Assembly to share the extraordinary progress we've made. In less than 2 years, my administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
Yikes. I am like almost feeling slightly bad for the guy, but I'm not. And just nobody in the room takes him seriously. He's an actual laughing stock. He is the literal laughing stock of the world's leaders. And he's talked before about the United States and the presidency being laughed at by the world. He was wrong. He was talking about Obama. Take a listen to this.
The world is laughing at us, folks.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
They laugh at us. They're laughing at us. It's just crazy what's going on.
Everybody's laughing at us. They're laughing at us. We don't know what we're doing. They're laughing at us because they think we're stupid.
The whole world is laughing at us. They're laughing at this. That's what's going on in our country.
Yeah.
The world laughs at us, folks. The world laughs at us.
It's so funny because I don't remember laughter at Barack Obama during the 8 years he was president. I remember some laughter with him because he was a very good speaker and he was able to very quickly build rapport with the audience. But now they actually are laughing at him. The entire world is laughing at Trump. World leaders are laughing at Trump. I was just all over Europe, spoke to people in so many different countries in Europe. They are laughing and scared everywhere. And it's all fun and games and Trump's a moron, but this is actually more than that because it's not just Trump. It's also people around him, right? Apparently, no one explained to Trump the dynamics of speaking at the UN. Nobody thought, maybe we don't want to put this up on the teleprompter, because when Trump said, I didn't expect that reaction, it was actually like a genuine, honest moment from Trump. He really had no idea that that's how a room full of world leaders would react to such a dumb, hyperbolic, and unbelievable claim, to just laugh at the absurdity of it. And there's a really interesting other sort of psychological question, which is how is Trump going to rationalize this after the fact? I saw UN ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, on Fox News. I don't even want to play it for you because it's so unbearable. But she said something like, oh, no, they were laughing with him and they were laughing at the thing he said after the thing and everybody respected him and everybody. I don't even want to play that for people, Pat, because it's so dumb.
I mean, that response would make sense if he was cracking a joke. That's when you laugh with someone. But that was a serious statement that he made.
He was completely serious. And more than likely, Trump will say that people were laughing with him or it was sort of a brothers in arms situation. We all say this stuff. We get you. Good one, Trump. He might go on a tirade against the entire room, although it's less likely in this case because it is the leaders of basically every country around the world. This is actually finally the recognition and reception that Trump deserves, right? Trump all along has deserved to be laughed at by a room full of world leaders. And he's up there acting like it's another presidential rally and expecting, I guess, that kind of reaction. And all of a sudden, wait a second, they're not clapping, they're not cheering, they're laughing at me.
Yeah, you can tell that he's not used to it. I mean, his supporters, they love the guy, so they're not going to laugh at him. Folks like us, folks like, media personnel, we're all just kind of used to it. We're so desensitized
We have
to
become,
it.
yeah.
And we understand the seriousness of the things that he says. So we're not laughing either, but people like the world leaders at the UN, they don't see the guy too often, so they're in a position to laugh at
They're
him.
actually shocked that someone's showing up and saying this stuff. And I don't want to only focus on the laughing because Trump's entire speech made no sense. He said positive things about Kim Jong-un. He said nothing at all about Russia. He mentioned China in a very strange and offhanded way and is now talking about Chinese interference in American elections, still without mentioning Russian interference. He insisted globalism was bad while clearly not even understanding what it means, made some thinly veiled attacks on the United Nations itself, and then he complained about how other countries aren't giving us money. And that was probably the most surreal moment of the speech, other than the laughingstock moment, where he said, we give poor countries so much money, they give us nothing, which makes sense because they're poor. And that's exactly what I want to talk about next here.